Last week, Dignitas announced that long-standing member Crumbz would be leaving the team. I'm now joined by him. Crumbz, what happened? What went on behind the scenes to lead to your departure?
Well, I was unhappy with the environment as a team, how all the players meshed together, how I fit along that. I didn't feel like I was really being effective in the role that I was required to perform, not only as a member of a league team, but just as a pretty much just as a living roommate of four other people. And I wasn't satisfied with that environment, so I thought, you know what, I've had enough like this, so I need a change of pace and just, when you want something right, I feel like got to do it myself. So, gonna go out there and see what I can do.
Now, obviously, there was a big roster change that happened, Scar departing as well before the start of the season. Was this something that had happened, or had you started to feel this way at the end of 2014, or is this like just with the fresh roster?
I think this was a long-standing feeling that just really kind of, for me, felt like it was blown far too much to handle just in the 2014 season, I guess 2015 now. But yeah, even before, I felt like that as well. And I think if you asked Scar, Cutie Pie, or even any other member that has been there on the team, I could say that they probably felt the same way. But yeah, just move on and take a risk. That's what I'm doing.
Now, this past weekend, Dignitas played, actually, I think it's multiple weekends now, with Cloud as your replacement. And I was wondering if you had a chance to watch those games and sort of what you thought about Dignitas now post Crumb's departure.
I have watched, I think, all their games. Now, the ones that they have won were a little bit odd games, but like especially the one they had last week against Teammate, it felt like Teammate kind of threw that game back. But there is definitely excerpts of really strong play coming out from them. Like I think they're all very talented players, and they just need to be brought in as a unit. And you could tell that, for instance, Cloud was not on the same page as them, and vice versa. And that kind of led to some of the falters in their play. But I'm curious to see who they're going to stick with. As you mentioned, it hasn't been announced if they're keeping Cloud or not. But I don't know. I really don't know what to think of how they're going to succeed. Like, I know they're all really willing, and the staff even more so. And, I mean, I doubt they'll get relegated, to be honest. I think they're going to do pretty well. I could see them, like, being middle of the pack right now. But, yeah, it's just a matter of time, to be honest. Either Cloud will adapt more, or they'll have to find somebody else.
So immediately after you made this decision and formed the team, what has everything been like for you? Because I feel like in the past I've heard pro players step away from a team. There's always big conversations. Random, incredibly wealthy people from China somehow say like, "Oh, I'll give you a ton of money for something." What's been going on with you?
Well, first thing was I felt like I should make better use of the situation that I'm in. So I started making a lot of YouTube videos, and then eventually I was streaming a lot too, and then I had to find a new place to live. And then you very gracefully accepted that and allowed me to stay in your place for a couple of days. And then due to that, I wasn't able to continue streaming and doing videos and whatnot.
You could have streamed or made videos. That's fine.
I could have.
Don't blame my apartment.
No, it's my laziness. It's really my laziness and yeah. But besides that, I was tailgating in the LCS. I just went to watch it as a spectator and just kind of unwinding for a little bit. And I'll be going back to Vancouver tonight, which means that I'll be doing because I feel like all the things that I have to be doing to continue my career can be done from Vancouver. Yeah. Like the ping is even the same, and it would be unwise for me to waste money just to stay here when I would be doing the exact same thing. So I'll be going back, and I'll be streaming, practicing hard because I still very much so want to play, and yeah, I'll just be doing that. Yeah.
Now, is this your vacation garb, your relaxation garb, this crocodile shirt with the Girls' Generation hat?
Yes, this is actually bought it from Forever 21. Okay. So got that one right there. And this hat acquired about 2 days ago for $5, maybe one day. So we're really happy about it, to be honest. And I wish it was hotter outside so I could wear this more often, but it's very chilly here in Santa Monica, and it'll be even colder in Vancouver. So really is a shame. So I'm waiting for summer 2015. Just,
to really rock this look.
Yeah.
All right. Now, obviously, you mentioned that you were going to Vancouver to do what you want to do next.
Yes.
I did an interview with Kiwi Kid where he had said something about you possibly doing a challenger team situation, or that was something that you had been mentioning even from the start of the season. So, is this what's in store for you, or what are you going to be doing up in Vancouver?
Well, I'll be streaming a lot. I'll be creating the YouTube videos, and I will be practicing streaming, not so much for the streaming as an entertainer, just so I can practice and keep my skill up and improve every day, because I want to keep playing. And to be fair, the way I see it, probably the only way to get back into playing would be through a challenger team, so I'd be interested in that option. But yeah, just I love the game. I love the community around it, the establishment, all of it. And I'm not just gonna say, one day I quit Dig and I'm just leaving it all behind, right? Like, I'm still gonna be a part of it.
Is there a chance of you returning onto a different LCS team? If you had an offer from an LCS team, would you take it?
Well, that's not up to me.
Well, you deciding if you take the offer would be up to you, right?
It depends on the team. Okay. I would not be willing to jump into any LCS team at this point. Okay. I'd have to really think about it carefully before saying something like that. And to be fair, the idea, like, I've always been a kind of an independent person, so the idea of doing my own thing, kind of by the way that I want it to be ran, is very appealing to me. So it would have to be such a good offer that it would override my own thing.
There's consistently been a call for ex-pro players to become personalities, analysts, coaches, commentators. Is this anything that you would consider pursuing? If Riot called you up and said, like, hey, man, we want to pitch you on the analyst desk every week with Dash, would you take them up on that?
Oh, I'd love so. I'd love to do that. But the problem is that the way I see it, something like that, well, as it hasn't come across, but I feel like that perhaps limits your ability to become a player eventually. And I feel like if I play more, that would only make me a stronger analyst. I'd have more experience under my belt. I'd be, well versed in seeing how others perform at this, how other analysts, how other casters do this really well. And I feel like it would be a better opportunity to take perhaps down the future. Yeah. But for now, the one that I feel like I can take best would be a player. So I really want to pursue that. And let's say player doesn't work out, then I'd love to. If they're still willing to welcome me in there, then I'd do it.
So it sounds like you're pretty committed to getting back into the LCS one way or another.
Yeah, I am, of course.
Well, we'll end it on that. Anything that you want to say to any of the Crumbz fans out there who may be a little bummed to see you depart from the LCS?
Well, they can, I'll be providing a lot more content for the fans out there, and I'll be back. That's the most I can say about it. So there's really it's just a hiatus, a small pause. Yeah. It's like an LCS pause.
An LCS pause, yeah. Sometimes those go on really long. Hopefully it's not a European LCS pause, because those are bad. What's your YouTube channel?
I didn't even get to change it. I don't know how you would even change the URL. I literally am uploading these videos through Windows Media Player. Like, I have no idea. Yeah. Like, the name is my name, it's Alberto Rengifo. But like, when you look at the actual URL, it's like a bunch of gibberish. So,
yeah. Sounds like you could probably use somebody who has some knowledge of video and also running a YouTube channel to reach out.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe they can hit you up on Twitter or something. Anyway, thank you so much for the interview, Crumbz. Best of luck. Jealous of the fact that you get to go to Vancouver, because it's beautiful up there.
There anytime.
Okay, good. Maybe I'll just quit this LCS thing and go up there and get a Girls' Generation hat. You can check out the rest of our coverage of all things esports at ongamers.com.